Guys, we like it, the Euro 2021 edition. We have Houston Red Army fans who are here watching and supporting England. Sammy, what did you think of the England and Croatia game today?
Well, it seems like a same England style game, Like they just try to press hard, but they're not able to break the defense. And eventually they ended up, winning this 1-0, which could have gone to Croatia's direction. To be honest with you, this Croatian team is not a formidable squad as I saw them back in 2018 World Cup.
Right.
But this England team, they still need to improve a lot. And again, Gareth Southgate's coaching style kind of reminds me of the oldest management things, to be honest with you.
Ole reconnected.
Same formation, he has kind of like a same biasness against some players.
Not making subs.
I'm very surprised that Luke Shaw hasn't started when he's kind of rewarded as one of the
Best left backs.
Best left back in UK. So he should have started that. I don't get the feeling that why he's still stuck with Stirling. I know he scored that goal, but Stirling, I don't think so he's like a 90-minute player. So England, they have to improve a lot if they want to progress further. Maybe they can progress till second round or quarter final, but it's difficult for them to win this championship the way they played today.
Yeah. No, and again, when it comes to Euros, England is my team, so I'm a fan. I would like to think that
This is an American supporting England.
Hey, my grandfather was born in England, okay, so that's that's where my loyalties lie outside of the U.S. national team, right?
That's good.
But,
So are we with your second choice?
yes, you are. I cheer for England except when they're playing the U.S. So no, I would like to think though that this is just kind of England getting warmed up. That first match, kind of working out the kinks and stuff. It wasn't a very inspired display today. I felt like England obviously has a lot of talented players. So I mean, this is the story of England, right? Always talented players, never producing.
Tell me about it, bro.
And I feel like it was similar to it was similar today. I think England was actually going and creating some good chances, not finishing. And so they were lucky actually to get out of it with a 1-0 victory. And so to his point though, I was a little disappointed in Croatia though. I would have thought that they would have been a bit stronger. Given the fact that they made the final run in the World Cup, right? So, but I do think if England is serious about making a deep run in the tournament, they're gonna have to put on a better display in their future thing. So good for them going in and getting the victory, but they're gonna need to improve as they go forward.
You could see England definitely will come out of that group, right?
I don't know. After today's performance, I would say I think majority yes. I still think England, as we all know, has a fantastic ability to mess things up. So,
I think England will definitely get through that first round because obviously the group they already got 3 points, so they're already in advantage. So definitely they'll make it to the next round. The problem with England because they can't break the deadlock. It's like I'm talking about Manchester United. They can't break the deadlock. They play against the small teams. So eventually what happens when sometimes you don't break the deadlock, you don't finish the game in the normal time, and you go to penalty shootout, anything could be possible. So many times England actually had bad luck, about 2006.
No, the history is longer than my arm, bro.
Miserable memories the England squad actually experienced. But that's the thing, England needs to finish the game in regular time. They need more goal scoring opportunities. So Kane, Rashford, and even Calvert-Lewin, they got to score more goals if they really have to progress into the next round.
The big game in that group is England and Scotland on Friday. Any predictions for that game?
I didn't follow Scotland to be honest with you.
I'm sorry.
I would say it will still be a
tight game. I think England will sneak through it.
The rivalry.
Yeah.
So, but anyway, what do you think, Josh?
Well, and this is kind of sad because it's like I feel like Scotland has become kind of irrelevant when it comes to football.
Unfortunately, sadly.
It used to be that we talked about Rangers and Celtic and Scotland and all this kind of stuff. And honestly, the only thing that's relevant about English football with Scotland is Sir Alex Ferguson. Yeah. So
The only thing is like the caveat is I hope Scotland won't surprise England like the way Iceland did back in 2016 Euro. So hopefully Scotland won't be the next Iceland.
Well, I can see Scotland putting forward a passionate display because of the rivalry. But at the end of the day, I'm sorry, they're not a world-class team anymore. They haven't been for a long time, and so England should walk out of the game with the answer.
I think the Scottish League is kind of way down.
Oh,
they're not producing good.
What was your take on the England-Croatia game today?
I don't know. They played good, but still they have this attitude about passing the ball to the back a lot, and I don't know. It's the formation of the lineup wasn't expected. I I was expecting like more Shaw, like Rashford.
Yeah.
And maybe Sancho.
True.
Uh,
So less creative players were used today. Kind of more a rigid formation they kind of used today.
and 1-0 is actually is not that safe. And Croatia played the second half. They attacked. And
Yeah, they played better.
They get the ball like to the final third or something.
Final third,
Yeah. So I mean they could have like tied like they did in the World Cup, and I don't know. But I mean it's still the first
game,
so,
yeah.
Scotland maybe and I
On
mean,
Friday.
that's
What
easy
do you
win.
predict for that game?
It's gonna be easy win, I think. Like even if it's like a derby, but,
yeah.
but I think maybe 2-0.
2-0.
Yeah.
So you can see England qualifying out of this group.
Yeah, for sure. I
Okay.
think they're gonna be the first of the group.
Right.
Yeah.
All right. You've heard from Houston Red Army. We're not talking about Man United, but we'll just throw that in just now. United transfer currently. Where are we? What are you hoping for quickly?
Well, we need to actually finish this Sancho deal or whatever the rumors are going on as soon as possible because we need some players. It seems like we're diverting attention to one player, not thinking about that we still have centre back and central midfield position to fill. What about Rice? What about Vernon? Like are we making any move there? So it seems like again the same old school tactics.
They
we're
can only do
following.
one thing at a time.
We're just focusing on one big player. So maybe Glazers are thinking we get Sancho that will make the fans happy
Yeah.
and we forget about our performance and everything. We'll start fresh, but that's not gonna happen. I'm not gonna buy that. So we need good signing. We need to close some more deals.
United signing so far. Are you happy? I mean, no one's been signed. What do you think?
I don't know. I don't want to sound like so like like down or something, but I cannot see United on any negotiation table. Like the scouts are not there, not doing the job. Sancho, I mean, we paid 95 million for Maguire. Why not cannot pay for Sancho? Or why we cannot find like young players that they're cheap and they did a good job. Why you have to pursue very expensive players and then I mean look to the City or other teams. They buy like cheap players and look what they do with them.
Exactly.
What about the academy? What about the young player? I mean, we have that good bench, but they're still on the bench, and we gotta employ them more. I'm happy with the renewing for Cavani because he made a difference with Bruno. I mean, I don't know what United gonna do without those two, Bruno and Cavani. But I mean, everything changed from now to August. We'll see.
United transfers. Are you happy?
I feel like we're seeing the same show again. So somebody posted in our chat the other day, it's like, what year is it? Oh, we've come to terms with Sancho.
Exactly. It's the
but
same
This
thing.
is the same thing that happened in the past, right? And so at the end of the day, it's like, if you want a player, you got to pay for him.
Exactly.
You know? So, and Manchester United in its current situation seems to think that they're going to be able to get players without paying for them. And it just doesn't work like that.
Even though the amount has reduced,
Yeah.
they should have got ready for this over 6 months ago if you still want the same player. But they're going there trying to even underbid again,
Well,
really?
This is why I'm saying, if I'm the Glazers, right? You already know that after the Super League fiasco, we already weren't in their favor. We're definitely not in their favor now. We want them out. So I'm thinking, if I'm the Glazers, why not go and try to do something to appease the fans, right? And again, nothing's going to appease us at this point, right? It's Glazers out, regardless. I want to make that very clear.
I'd love to see that.
But it's if I'm them, why are you doing the same thing about, we come to agreement, but not on financial, the financials
And they have
matters.
investment bankers in the management. Still they can't make a cut
right.
with the negotiation.
So-
This is where we are. Nothing's changed.
So
2021.
Yes. So honestly, I feel like the same thing's going to happen. Lots of hope, optimism, and then at the end of the day, nothing happens.
Right. You have heard it from Houston Red Army. Sammy, Leo, Josh have all given you their opinion about the England-Croatia game. They've told you what they predict, what they told about Man United transfers also. We shall see you in our next game. Glory, glory.
Man United.
See you guys.